Ready?
Go ahead.
I know a couple of hounds, a couple of moving niggas in East Jersey. All the niggas just so good.
What?
I don't even like talking, my nigga. I'm all about the action, my nigga. Talk my shit real quick, man.
Talk that shit, nigga.
Yeah, my guy.
Killing with silence, all my niggas promoting that violence. Promoting that violence, promoting that violence, promoting that violence. We killing with silence, all my niggas promoting that violence. We killing with silence, all my niggas promoting that violence.
Ooh, that was just a taste, kid.
What's good? Woo. What up, everybody? Episode 5, the Jones Hour. You know, we in the building. You know who's to the right of me. Go ahead, baby.
You already know.
Oh,
Bring it back.
all good, man.
It's Kush, you already know.
Yup, Kush in the building. You
Yeah,
already
don't
know
know.
it's me.
Wagwan Utes.
You already know who I am.
Jones, we born to die.
Jones, we here, man. First, we want to just give a shout out to all the people that's been showing us mad love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, obviously we learn as we go on. We try to make every Tuesday. This is a guaranteed thing. 8 o'clock, Facebook and Instagram. You know, but we're getting a lot of check-ins. We're getting a lot of feedback. Subscribers, you know, continue to subscribe. Jones Hour on YouTube. Follow us on IG, the Jones Hour. Follow my
Kush, man. Yo, Kush _talk _radio, man. Hit us up, man. We'll hit you back, man. You know, any questions, anything like that, anything y'all want to throw into the show, man. Yo, open ears, baby.
Yeah, man.
We doing this for y'all.
Yeah, we got that email, thejoneshour@gmail.com. You know, we got a bunch of episodes up on YouTube already, and I guarantee you this one, man, is gonna be fire. You know, you're gonna see the change in the way we do things. But you know, our featured artist of the week, Eli the Boss.
You just heard it.
You know what I'm saying? That song is called Silence. He's on YouTube and SoundCloud, Eli the Boss, ELI space THABOSS. He making moves, man. He got a bunch of tracks. I know it's early in his career in terms of what's out there, but he got a lot of heat that's coming up and is gonna be out there on the SoundCloud and YouTube. We're gonna have another track at the halftime of him that he dropped some while back, but you know, it's all fire, man. So already on the check-in, shouting out my nephews, you know, Jalen, Juju.
What up, nephew?
You know, we got love for you, man. I told you I was gonna do that, man. So you know, we appreciate the love, man. But let's get right into it, man. Let me get some applause first, man. Let me get some applause, bro. Let me get some applause.
Let's get this going.
We here. It's episode 5, man. Top 5. You know how we do. Y'all see me. See my mans right here. And why the Cincy, remember the Reds.
I feel like taking a bow.
You know, Ozone.
I feel like taking a bow.
Ozone, OZP. Not them ounces of pounds, but you know how that go.
Oh, Hood Haven, Queens, baby. We out here.
You know.
We on the other side of the Atlantic.
Atlantic divides us, man, but we here. We here, man. So let's get right into it, man. We're gonna start with this Stafford trade. I know y'all seen it. You know, Stafford for Goff. You know, the Lions definitely did get some picks with Goff. I want to commend the Lions on what they did, man. You knew you was gonna be for a rebuild, and you knew Stafford didn't deserve that, man. He put a lot of work in for your team. You haven't put in the necessary players around him, and you gave him that blessing, man. Hopefully he's going to be successful in the Rams.
That man gave his blood, sweat, and tears for y'all.
Facts.
Literally.
Literally. Injuries, you know, all of that. Played through all of that, you know. Had Megatron, lost Megatron, still was there. You know, so I commend y'all for what y'all did in allowing that to happen, you know.
But it stops there with me.
Yeah, shout out on the check-ins on the West Coast, you know. My man P, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So I feel like when we see that trade in the winners and losers, man, I definitely feel like the Rams came up, man. I feel like the Rams came up. I understand that Stafford is a little bit of an eldersman and maybe on the decline in his career, but I think he still got at least 2-3 years left.
Decline?
No, like 2-3 years left. I mean, he's past the halfway point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How long has he been in the league already?
He's 32. He's 32.
No, but he's got like at least 10 years in the league already. You know, like a quarterback is a valuable position.
He's in the ending of his prime.
Yeah, I'm still giving him 4 solid years of where the Rams could definitely be something to talk about with that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, so I feel like I was saying, you know, Rams definitely won that trade in terms of just durability wise, because we seen what Goff was, and he wasn't even really supposed to play. You know, if it wasn't for that injury against Seattle in the playoffs that forced Goff to come in with a broken thumb, and you know he did his thing against Seattle. They got that W, but you know they fell short in the next round, and you know.
I mean, I know it was a great pickup for the Rams, man. But dude, doesn't this make like 7 first-round picks that they don't have
in a row? Yeah,
like consecutive.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I hear you. No, like it was good,
but look at what they've been able to bring in, like a player like Jalen Ramsey, that's a shutdown corner.
Absolutely,
you know? It's
and
like,
they got Aaron Donald.
Yeah,
I get it. You know, but I feel like that's also why like the picks will come in handy, because you gotta pay these guys.
Yeah, no, I know that, but if I'm the Rams, based off this year that just ended, they're in a win now mode.
Absolutely, I feel like they got a 3-year window,
and that's
at least.
And Stafford
at most.
And in my personal opinion, Stafford definitely got 3 solid years left in him. Like he's gonna be top with
Tommy could be right.
You know where Woods and Cup, and they got I can't think of the tight end. The tight end is Salad. They got Akers as a crazy running back. You know,
he's good. He's solid. Man. He definitely showed his thing.
You know, so I definitely feel like Ravens came out winning, and for what Detroit is doing in terms of their rebuild and the draft picks that they got, it wasn't a bad move. I mean, Goff is probably a little upset with the whole situation, but in my eyes, it doesn't even matter. You know, like you was already on the rebuild. Unfortunately, Goff just had to be, you know, a victim to the game.
How do you how you think Goff's gonna do over there in Detroit, man?
I think he's gonna have to adapt a little bit. Probably being on a team that like the Rams that's been winning, and he was already in a Super Bowl and whatnot, and now having this rebuild,
solid coaching situation, all of this.
Yeah, but you know he has to buy into the moves that the coach is gonna pull. Yeah. You know, so it's like he has to buy in and show that he's not necessarily disgruntled, but more like, all right, I'm down for the learning curve and the growth and things of that nature, and hopefully they'll be able to be a top team again. You know,
not trying to fuck nobody's wife or girl.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I've seen that.
Did I let that slip?
They said that boy was trying to, you know, that he put it out there in a group text that he would definitely try to...
Quote him on the Twitter figures, or the group message figures, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
What's his name? McVay, right?
Yeah, Sean McVay.
Yeah, trying to smash his girlfriend.
Rumors. As far as we know, alleged.
Yeah, but you don't just put it out there like that. I mean, you gotta know better.
And if you do put it out there, don't let it be a group text. Like, what's wrong with you, man?
That's gotta be one of your homies.
What's wrong with you,
that's
man?
like not in the league, man.
Word. Make it a phone call, kid.
Thanks.
Make it a phone call. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you?
Like, word up, man.
I get it. Like, I feel you, but make it a phone call, you know?
Yeah, man. So let's see. I think the Rams is gonna be a solid team.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that I think this move right here is definitely putting them back into at least the NFC title game again, and if not, at least the Super Bowl. We're gonna go in. We're gonna get into that. But what about Deshaun, man? You heard today?
What happened to him?
Oh man, my man Watson. It seems like he put it out there that if they don't want to trade him, he's willing to sit out the year. You know, so I think he's all in terms of fed up with the Texans and what they've done, and I don't blame him, bro. I really don't blame him at all. So I don't know where he's gonna go. Do you have any suggestions of where he might go end up?
Suggestions?
Any team, you know. There's been. All right, so let's go like this.
No. Because look, I'm sorry, but like I hear you. Like the man has a no trade clause. Like
no,
I'm just saying like you know, suggestions like. Sure, like I know a couple teams that could really use Deshaun Watson and has you know what I mean, the capital to, you know, do the trade and all that.
No,
But
that's
what's
what it is.
Yeah, what's this man's priorities?
No, that's what it is though. But that's what it is though.
Like,
what is it gonna be?
is it this?
It's all about the motherfucking money.
We know it's
It don't
not.
seem like it.
We know it's not.
It don't seem like it. You know, but
Is it the weather?
nah.
Does he wants to be in
first
South
of all,
Beach?
Texans playing the dome.
No, I'm saying, like, does he want to be in South Beach?
Well, let's get into that because he said when the report first dropped, his first thing was let's go to Miami. You know what I'm saying? And the funny part about it,
LeBron move.
no, but the funny part about it is like Miami in the trade, they have the third pick.
Yes.
They have the third pick from the Texans. You know?
And for my guys,
So it's like, how are you just gonna trade your pick?
Yeah.
You know, for what you did in Miami, and now get that same pick back in the same situation. You know, and then if that is the move, or you know, who's the number 2 pick? The Jets, right? So the Jets is the number 2 pick. The Jets is also another possible thing because the funny thing about it is the Jets and Dolphins both have the draft equity and the cap space to make it happen. You know, obviously you would throw 2 in the deal if you're Miami, and then maybe if you're the Jets, you're throwing Darnold in the deal as well. But in terms of the first, we know the first pick is going to be Trevor Lawrence, right? More
presumably,
like 95% is going to be Trevor Lawrence. So with that second and third pick, will you consider the Zach Wilson? Will you want to make that trade with one of those 2 teams in terms of the Jets or the Dolphins, and say, hey, we want we want the draft picks and maybe another player, but we don't want Tua or we don't want Darnold because we want to pick Zach Wilson.
That's another thing, man, because you know Sam, you know,
or even
Sam Darnold,
Love. No, what's the guy's name? That was playing in the college football finals. Justin Fields.
Fields. Oh yeah, I mean, okay, right, but.
You know?
Here's the thing with Sam Darnold. I can't really say much on Tua because it was like his first half year, quarter year, whatever, how many games he played. Mm-hmm. But in Sammy's case, man, in Sam Darnold's case, it's just tough, man, because what have you shown? I get it. Jets, horrible situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? What they put around you. But, bro, absolutely no progression. Now, I get it. Adam Gase, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Who was it? Bill Parcells said it. Mm-hmm. He said you could be the greatest, most talented player on earth, but if you have bad coaching, it ain't gonna show or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. You know what I mean?
But that's a fact. That's a fact.
All right, but that's where the benefit of the doubt stops at, though.
Yeah, but But the Jets, but you know, with Salah being hired from the Jets, it's a big, there is some question marks, but he looks like he's going to be the truth. And what everybody says, that he's there.
Sure, but see, now with that point, I would feel like you keep Sammy. With that point.
You keep Sammy, but this is Deshaun we talking about, man.
No.
You know?
That's true.
Like, this is not just your typical quarterback.
My point was going on to Houston's perspective. In terms of why would we take Sammy? Mm. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well, I mean...
That's where it's like...
Okay, and then now...
Tua, I give him more leeway. First year, we can mold you into something. Whoever we want you to be. Maybe, in a sense.
Maybe, if you could put the pieces around him.
Of course, but...
Alright, but now let's get into this other thing.
Other than Pat Mahomes. He balls out anybody.
Now we're going to look into the Texan side, and this is probably why Watson has the problem that he has, because he has the dude Cully. Mm-hmm. That's the dude that got hired. Mm-hmm. Okay? He was offensive coordinator, I believe, for the Ravens this past year. And the Ravens probably had one of their worst offenses of the year.
Quick side note, I didn't hear this man's name pop up in any coach and
I did my research.
Came out the woodworks.
I did my research on him.
Uh-huh.
Kansas City Chiefs. Mm-hmm. Back in 2014, I believe that was the year, they did not have a receiving touchdown or a passing touchdown all year that year. Facts.
Word. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow, guys. Say that again?
Yeah, the Chiefs went the whole year without any receiving touchdowns. That particular year. And that dude, Cully, was either the head coach or the offensive coordinator again. You know? So it's like,
oh man,
Watson is probably like, oh man, this is not the type of situation that I want to be in, and I don't blame him.
Well, not even that. That was the whole point, was him getting put into the loop of the hirings. That's
a fact.
This is literally the whole point of why the man wants to leave. He said, yo, kind of on some, no, definitely on some, I put my work in for y'all. I got hurt. He tore his ACL that year. He came back, beasted.
Numbers crazy this year. Can't nobody.
Y'all traded away his number one option. Just, oh my god.
Yeah,
they traded away your mans, bro.
Yeah, man, and that's and here's the kicker to that when you talk about contracts, and I know people that understand contracts is gonna definitely vouch for me for what I say. If it's not written in the contract, it really doesn't even matter. So they could have had the meeting and said, "Hey, bro, handshake."
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? No, we're gonna include you in this, and we're gonna include you in that. And now Watson is like, "Oh yeah, I understand. I'm all for it." But if it's not necessarily in the contract, they don't have to do that, and they don't have to honor it. So it means keeping your word is supposed to hold some sort of weight and integrity, especially when you're the leader of this type of organization and whatnot. But at the same time, they're not obligated to do that.
If something really means something to y'all in life, fuck an oral agreement. Get that shit on paper, B.
Yeah, man.
No, like seriously, like because this is the kind of thing. I mean, I didn't even know if you could even. I'm pretty sure you can negotiate this kind of thing into a contract, right? Like, you know, being part of like the organizational decisions or whatever. I'm sure it may be hard. You know what I mean? But like that's the kind of thing you gotta do. But you know what? Like I said, shame on the Texans. You know what I mean? Because I get it. But if you said this to this man, the man's not gonna lie about it. He said that y'all was gonna keep him in the loop. Yeah, y'all didn't keep him in the loop.
You didn't hold your end in the bargain, even though you didn't have to based on the contract. But at the same time, you know,
morally,
whatever you want to say, it still means something. So, I mean, if they don't come to some sort of decision soon, and like I said, I think you could agree with me, the top two candidates is going to be the Jets and the Dolphins. But if it's not going to be one of those two teams, and unless somebody is that's not in the radar is going to come up with a blockbuster trade coming in, I see him sitting out, man. I see him sitting out.
And I really hope not, man.
Like, because he's going to be a talent. And it's not that easy to miss a whole year, man. Like, you've seen it with Le'Veon and AB. Forget Colin Kaepernick, man. He could train all he wants. It's already been 4 or 5 years he's out of the league, man. He's not coming back.
Yeah, I'm not even going to.
He's done.
Yeah, I'm not even
going to. Like, it
touch on that. I don't even want to touch on that, but man, yeah, and you know, just from a fan perspective, man, like, the NFL will be doing an injustice to everybody that watches them. You know what I mean? To everybody that invests in them, because it's like, man, top 5 quarterback in the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
I say definitely.
By the numbers.
Some people, some people can say arguably.
By the numbers.
I say definitely.
By the numbers, he's top 5.
Like,
by the numbers.
Like, come on, man. You got rid of his man DeAndre Hopkins. Who's he working with?
I mean, he
Atkins, Cobb.
Yeah, no, Fuller, but he can't stay injured. I mean, he can't stay healthy.
He's ejected, kid.
Yeah, no,
he can't stay healthy. He's on the roids, but like
I don't know, he's not on the roids, but he's definitely on the other shits. The fucking
whatever it is, man. PEDs, man.
No, the shits that when you hurt and you take the cortisone shots. He on the cortisones, man. He need one like every fucking week, bro.
Whatever, man.
Horrible. Shout out to my pops on the check-in, man. It's a fact, man.
Mr. Jones,
words,
what up, man?
Yep, the Don.
Wagwan.
You know, the words mean something, even if it's not in the contract. You know, like if you play those games. This is the outcome by it, man. Regardless if it's not written in there, there's a certain amount of integrity that you're supposed to hold as an organization.
And just real quick though, but on the flip side of it though, that's what I'm saying. Like Deshaun, you a fool, man, in a sense, because you know what this business is.
Facts.
It's ruthless. You know what I mean? Yeah, in any sports, you know what I mean, business or whatever, but especially the NFL. You know they grimy, man. You should have smelt it, man.
Yeah.
And just like, whoop.
Another check-in. Fuller is hit or miss, man. Shout out Adam on that. You know?
Hit or miss, yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's the consistency, man. It was D-Hop.
Oh, my pop said what up to you. I just want to, before we continue, man, we do this live thing because we trying to change the game of podcasts. You know, most podcasts is pre-recorded, and we're trying to change the game in terms of having you interact with us while we're filming the live. and the video comes up next day. You know, as a matter of fact, by the weekend, be on the lookout for that Spotify page. Be on the lookout for the Apple page. Where we just
iTunes. We're gonna be everywhere,
we're gonna be posting them podcasts there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And
we genuine, because you know the fuck ups are real.
Yeah, man. My brother here. My brother want to check in. This is what we want, man. Interact with us, man. You hear what we saying? We bring you in, and this we trying to change the game. No podcast is really like this, and this is where we at. You know, this is why we have the live. If you see the cameras, the cameras will be in there. We got the live cameras, and we got my man. Shout out to man Amp, man. You've been a blessing, man. On the camera feed, you know.
Yo, Amp, my guy.
We out.
Yo, the blue and orange kid.
You know. So what we're gonna do this week, since it's a football off week, we went through the trades. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put some predictions out there for the division winners and the wild cards.
Jonestradamus. Woo! I don't even know,
man. Out here, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
You know. So we're gonna go about division and the AFC and NFC, and then we're gonna pick some wild cards with it, and you know we'll check back, man. We'll check back to this, you know. We'll check back with this, man.
Absolutely.
Baseball coming through, man. Basketball coming through too. But we on the football right now. So yeah, let's go into the division winners. Yeah. You want to start with the AFC or the NFC?
Let's go AFC, man.
Let's go with the AFC. So let's get it out the way, because I already know there's certain ones that's already out there. So we go with the AFC West. Go ahead, man.
AFC?
Yeah. Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't look like anybody's going to attack them out. And
Did I have to say anything about that?
No, that's why I gave it to you. That's why I gave it to you.
Just say it.
Yeah, man. So we're going to talk about the Chiefs. I think they're going to be take the West, and I think they're going to be the best record again in the AFC. The number 1 seed. I can't see them falling off from that. I don't know about how anybody else might feel about that, but that's how I feel.
Yeah, because at that point they'll be going for 3 in a row.
And as we go through these AFC picks, me and my man Kush, we got exactly the same picks. So hopefully we dropping gems on y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to the AFC East. We got the Bills again, top team. You know,
I love my wings.
You know, they got everything intact. They probably still might, like I said in a couple episodes back, they still probably might need to, cash in on a running back. So Bills is definitely going to take that. AFC North, we got the Ravens. I mean, Lamar's already been proven to be the regular season quarterback. Like, he finally got over the hump of the playoff win. Maybe he'll be able to advance it. That's something we'll get into in a different episode right now. But definitely the Ravens. And AFC South, we got the Titans, Derrick Henry.
King Henry, baby.
Yeah, he's beast. You know what I'm saying? And
he's a monster.
Yeah, so I think that's where it's going to be at. And then we're going to go through the 3 wild cards, man. Put the wild cards out there.
Yo, man. We got the Dolphins, man. Miami, South Beach. I see that, the new coach they got, defensive minded. The man literally, flipped the switch on Miami. They were this close.
That Gase effect. So that shows some promise to you Jet fans out there, man. Gase is gone out of Miami, and look at what it was. Not even a year or two, and they could have been a playoff team. It was up to the last game of the season. I mean, Bills, what they did, dropped a 56 on them. But, if they win that game, they in the playoffs. Go ahead.
Yeah, don't worry, Salah's going to be good for the Jets, man. Yeah. Cleveland, man.
Browns, facts.
Yeah, I see, Mayfield, They're taking a turn right now, and Chubb's going to be a monster. I see their defense getting better. Granted,
Garrett's a beast. OBJ will be back. Hopefully he won't be a virus to the team and just buys in.
I disagree with that, man.
Yeah, hopefully he's not a diva about it and not being mad about not getting the looks or the targets, and more just cares about winning the games, man. Because when he was gone, what's the quarterback's name?
Mayfield?
Mayfield, yeah, thank you, bro.
Mayfield?
Yeah, Mayfield. Baker was killing him. Landry was killing him. Running game, 2-headed monster, killing him.
Listen, man, I disagree. I'm just saying, because Odell, listen, man, he just likes to speak his mind. That man's a monster, and he wants to win. I don't care what anybody say. We can argue about it all day, man.
Right.
All right? Media likes to blow shit up. I ain't trying to blow that shit up, man. I'm with you, Odell. I bet. And, yo.
I'm with, this is probably the sleeper of all of them. Go ahead, man.
Man, the Chargers, man.
Yeah, Herbert, man. That boy, that motherfucker is the truth, man. Justin Herbert, yo. I have no reason not to think why that man is not going to be.
He give you the Mahomes effect a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He give you the Mahomes effect a little bit. Like, not in the sense of exactly what he does, but that kind of electricity, those kind of plays.
Yeah, he's beast.
He was doing it not under the worst conditions, but not the greatest that you would want as a rookie.
Yeah, but they got a squad with Williams and Allen and Eckler and, you know, they beast, man.
And to think, it came to a doctor puncturing this guy's lung.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy. Crazy. But
it really is.
Herbert would have been staying realistically, maybe up until the last, maybe 5-6 games.
He might need maybe another tight end. I don't know who's the tight end for San Diego right now. I can't think about it in terms of pieces, but they in. They in there. And now I was gonna say NFC. Real quick.
Definitely.
Well, we both agree on this. NFC East is the Giants. G-Men. That's a fact.
Yo, we blue.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be unbiased, bro.
No, yeah.
I'm trying.
But, it is what it is, man. And I agree with that. And most of these is similar to the same, except for the wild cards. We're going to have a different wild cards, and I hope my Giant fans don't be mad at me when I do the wild cards. But, in the NFC West, both got the Rams. I mean, you still got Seattle, but
Staffy, man. We were just talking about it. Yo, Staffy can make that difference, man. It's that 3 season window, 3-year window. He can do it.
Yep. So I feel like the Rams will take that. NFC North again with the Packers. They probably need some help on the defense, but they still in it.
I feel like Aaron Rodgers gonna be on some red eye revenge.
Hunter Henry, facts on that Chargers. Forgot Hunter Henry. That's the tight end. He's beast. Checking. Good look on the check-in. Marvelous.
Marvelous?
He's going to be our first interview, just to put it out there. That's in 2 weeks.
That's a little snippet, man.
Yeah. It's going to be our first interview, our live shit. And then the NFC South, I mean, can we deny the Bucks again? I mean, do we think that they're not going to do it?
I know.
I mean, if Brady comes back, I see it. I feel like Saints is going to fall off, They have a lot of quarterback questions.
Breeze is gone.
Falcons, they're so hit or miss. And, Carolina, they got a lot of questions too, especially at that quarterback position.
Did you hear, just real quick, side note, news that nobody inquired about Matt Ryan or Julio Jones?
Yeah.
Like, nobody hit him up. Just saying.
They get a lot of question marks there.
Yeah, no, I see the Bucks going, man. I mean, the only reason is like, this is what Tom Brady did in his first year. Now he's going to have a whole off season to run his own team, like LeBron effect. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I feel like it's only going to be on the up and up. He's going to try to protect himself better. He's going to get himself more help, probably better in the running game. Even though I think Fournette and this guy Jones is solid. You know what I mean? But he's going to work on that. So
I see what's going to happen with that. We're going to see what happens. So go ahead. Throw your wild cards out there, because two of them we agree with. Go ahead.
Sure. Woo-woo! Seahawks, my guy.
Of course, my man Russ.
Metcalf the beast.
They perennial team, man. They're constantly in it every year.
And real quick, I know it's a little iffy with the quarterback situation over there in San Fran, but I take the Niners too. And I see Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk being like, bro, they're changing the game right now. Talk about 2 Tyreek Hills, like trust me, y'all wait and see, man.
Yeah, that's where we differ, man. I feel like
all you need is little whoop, 5 yards.
And this is where I feel like people are gonna be mad at me, man. But I think the Cowboys, I think Dallas, man. I think Dallas is gonna definitely be that wild card. They're gonna be giving the Giants a run for their money all year. I think the Eagles and the Washington football team is going to be at the bottom, and they're just going to be giving up W's to both those teams, and it's going to come down to the G-Men and the Cowboys. And I feel like 49ers just lost that defensive coordinator. They look like they've been trying to trade Garoppolo. They want Cousins. Who knows what's going to happen with them? I mean, the one solid piece that they got is their defense and Kittle, but they lost the defensive coordinator, so who knows what's going to
But I'm not going I'm not going Cowgirls on this. I'm taking Minnesota, man. The only reason I say like I know
I'm with Minnesota too.
Yeah,
I'm with Minnesota too. We just differed on the 49ers and the Cowboys. But I'm with you on Minnesota too, man.
Yeah.
I just feel like Dak Prescott, man. That nigga, he's a beast, man. So if he comes back and he's proven to be the man and whatnot, and keeps on doing what he's been doing, they a team. I mean, the NFC East was so shitty this year, but they have definitely the.
No, I mean I agree. Other than like the whole just the whole team in general, man. Like this guy McCarthy or whatever. It's a mess. I just see it as a mess. I don't see it being solved by next year. You know what I mean?
But if there was a person to solve it, it is Prescott. And we both agree on the Vikings, man. Yeah, Dalvin Cook, man.
Dalvin Cook is.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he's gonna be a definitely top 5 pick in fantasy football, maybe even top 3. Remember that.
And this kid Jefferson,
Justin Jefferson.
He's gonna be.
He's definitely top 2 rounds. Probably second rounder. Definitely second rounder. He should definitely be gone by the second round.
Man.
If you need a wide receiver, if you pick wide receiver, running back first, or however you go with it.
And that's fantasy wise.
That's just fantasy wise.
Yeah, but in real life, man, they're still gonna be like on a mission. And I get the only question mark with them, in my opinion, is Cousins. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's that being like the one thing that's maybe has stopped them. I haven't really seen anything because like Dalvin Cook is a monster, bro. He's beast. I know they stopped him, but guess what? They stopped your running game, man. It's going to come down to the quarterback. And
facts.
Just saying. And Justin Jefferson,
he's beast. He's beast.
Jeez.
Yeah. So that's it, man. Well, we're gonna refer back to those. Now, for the live, we still here. For the video, this is our little halftime. So tune in. Let's get my man Eli the Boss. Let's get the next track up. This one is featuring Woods Feliciano. It's called 11:30. Play that real quick.
I throw it inside the furnace, I'ma tell you what the truth is. Jump over your roof, bitch. I can beat your face down in the playground, now you toothless.
These niggas better stop playing one headshot, he ain't gonna make it. Leave the guns to the
Eli the Boss, man. Eli the Boss. ELITHABOSS.
Not one, baby.
That's on YouTube and SoundCloud, man.
Put heavy
got a lot more heat coming out, man. This is our brother, our little brother, man. Doing his thing, though. He got a lot of talent, and I'm telling you right now, there's gonna be a lot more fire coming in. A lot more fire coming in. Again, on the check-ins, appreciating the love, man. Appreciating the love.
What up, my guys? You wanna give them a little Jones drop? Tell them where to hit us up, man.
Yeah, man. The Jones Hour on IG. The Jones Hour on Facebook. The Jones Hour on YouTube. And the JonesHour.com at Gmail. I mean, JonesHour at gmail.com. Yeah, that's the biz.
Y'all want to show some love, man? Kush _talk _radio, man. But we all linked, man. You get one of us, you get all of us. You know what I'm saying? We out here, man.
Kush and Jones, man.
You're done,
You already.
Done. Get that, man.
You already know. That's the second track we played of his. You know what I'm saying? That's the second one we played of his. Let's get back into the.
Let's get back into it.
Yeah, let's get back into it. Let's do a. If you seen last week, we picked up the teams of the win, and we picked the score. So I picked the Bucks at a 34-31, and my man picked the Chiefs 38-24.
It was 34-28.
No, it was 38-24. I guarantee you.
All right.
38-24, and we're gonna put a little wager up. Whoever team wins from ours, the other person got to buy the other person either a fitted or a snapback. If you get the team,
I'm finna get a new fit.
Yeah,
for the springtime.
If you get the team and the score right, you're gonna be flashing a New Jersey, baby, rocking on the shit. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna definitely put some polls up on this. We didn't put a poll up last week for the Brady or Bree. I mean Eli or Breeze, which career you would rather have. But be on the lookout for those, please.
We're working as we go, man.
Yeah,
putting it up.
Interact with us, make a thing, and then we got the question of the week this week. And is it? Go ahead, man. What's the question, man?
Yo, man. is it the GOAT Tom Brady?
Uh-huh.
Or is it the GOAT Bill Belichick?
Facts, man. What is it, man?
Who is it really?
Who was it for the Patriots, man? We see what they're doing right now, but you know, it looks like Cam was not really a shell of himself. Belichick is still a beast. Belichick is definitely a reason why those Super Bowls that they got. You know, you can't even tell me not. You know,
You got balls?
you know, I spit a quick 16. Don't even get me started. You know, but you know, could it be that, or is it Brady? Is it the Brady? You know, I mean, this is his 10th Super Bowl. We got 6 rings. You know, got 3 losses. You know what 2 of them is at? One of them, I'm not even gonna mention. I can't even. You know, we're not even gonna bring that one out. But you know, Brady or Belichick, man. What was the Patriot way, man? Or is it both of them? You know, is it one without the other that it can't rock? You know, I mean, you know, Bucks made a lot of moves to compensate for Brady. You know, getting AB, getting Gronk. You know, allowing him to call the plays at the end, and Belichick. You know, you could kind of see the Patriots in a rebuild type of thing. Even though, you know, I was big on Cam. I'm not gonna front. I was big on Cam going into the season. I thought he was gonna be a beast.
I started him for like 12 games of fantasy, bro.
Yeah. And, you know,
come on, man.
Word.
I was a fool.
Yeah, man. So we're going to see what's going to be up with that. So, you know, be on the lookout for the Jones Hour page on Facebook and IG and the Kush Talk radio page. And we're going to see what's the, you know, vote for us, man. Let it hear so we can put the numbers up next week and see how the people feel. Yeah,
Yes,
shout out
man.
my man Bill. Bill's a GOAT, man. He's a defensive genius, man. That's a fact. Bill Belichick is a defensive genius.
All I'm saying, first season Super Bowl. Boom.
Yeah. We're going to see, man. I'm rocking with Bill. I'm rocking with Bill Belichick.
Man,
you know?
I'm going with Tommy, man.
Yeah, well.
I'm going with Tommy, man. There's no way.
I'm talking about the Patriot way because I'm still going for Brady in the Super Bowl because I already told you don't bet against Brady. And that's it.
I hear you.
In fact, Cam is not a system quarterback. That's a fact. You know? The system got to be built around him. Shout out to my man Tremaine on the check-in, man.
That makes sense.
BX, baby, you already know. Park Lane. So we're going to see what's up with that. You know? So I think we're done with the NFL. We're going to briefly get into the MLB. You see me in my Reds jersey. This is Larkin. You know what I'm saying? Sparking Larkin.
Sparking Larkin.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not sparking right now, but you know, Sparking Larkin, Kush Talk. He know about the sparking. You know, I'm on my sober state of mind. Except for the cheers part right here.
Salud.
Just finished.
Salud.
But you know, we're gonna get into the MLB. We're gonna get into the MLB, and similar to what we did with the NFL, we're gonna put another bunch of predictions out there for the division winners and the wild card. But first, before we get into that, I don't know how you feel about this, my man Kush, but I'm mad that they didn't expand the playoffs, man. I know it was a shortened season, and I'm assuming they're trying to get a full season in this year. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. They tried to delay the start of the season. I don't know if y'all seen that. MLB denied it with the Players Association, so I guess they're gonna still keep it intact as much as possible. And I'm pretty sure that's from the revenue that they all lost from the last year. But I like the 8 teams, man. I liked it. I mean, or maybe like add one more for 6, so you could have that like old football setup where there's 2 wild cards where they get that bye, and you know you get this wild card. I mean, you get the 2 top seed that gets the bye, and then the wild cards get the. Then you got this wild card segment, and then you get the division segment. You know, in terms of the playoff rounds. And I liked the extra teams, man. So I hope they wanted to do that. But go ahead, man.
Nah, man. It's just like I don't know what it is. You know, it's the player association that's giving the kickback on everything right now. From what I've researched and what I've read and whatnot, you know, the MLBs, they give it offers. They try to haggle with you. And from what I've been reading, it's all refused, or denied, whatever. Like, they not with it. I bet. So the playoffs, I feel you. Maybe y'all don't want to do it for whatever your reason is. Maybe, like, y'all don't want to play that long, get that deep, whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe it's games too close together. Whatever the reason is. But the DH though, I thought that would be something universally thought of from the players. Like I don't understand that.
I liked that. I liked the whole DH.
But wouldn't you figure that the players would like that too?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't know, man, because I guess there's a lot of people, especially in the Players Association, that still feel that old way of baseball with the pitcher still batting. Which, I mean, I'm against it only for the mere fact, like, pitchers barely go more than 5 or 6 innings. I mean, except for your man DeGrom. You know what I'm saying? And those top elite pitchers that go more than that. But
that's goat shit.
I mean, most of them barely go 5, 6 innings, and you have a bunch of relievers, and they're mixing and matching based on hitters and who's doing up, especially in the AL. And it's like, why not, man? Why not? Why not? Would you want your pitcher to get hurt? I mean, granted, go ahead. I know there's one part of the pitcher batting that you love, man.
Nah, man, it's because, okay, I'm actually type against DH. But logically, like, I know it makes sense. Because you pay this much money for your pitchers. You do all this, and like you said, majority of the time, other than those little asterisks, pitchers only going 5, 6 innings. You know what I mean? You're going to get a pinch hitter in there anyway.
Yeah.
More likely or not.
So why not if they do work a walk or wind up and it comes out with a single, you wind up running for them anyway.
Absolutely. But you don't want your pitcher go running for a base and breaking his fingers. So I get it logistic.
Or just even pulling a hand.
Well, anything. Look at the Tanaka situation, no? Yeah, so...
Yeah, he got hurt.
He got hurt running the bases.
Yeah.
So here's one thing with it though. Seeing if you were a fan and you got Bartolo Colon smacking a home run,
Colon is a
Bartolo Colon. Yo, you don't know how hype that type of shit makes you. Like, and you really got to be like, your favorite team's got to be in the NL to be seeing that your whole life. You know what I mean? When I'm seeing back in Tom Glavine smacking doubles and shit, like, bro, for a run that gets you the lead, and he's the one like busting that, like, that shit is like hype city, and it's baseball. The biggest thing is like a home run, but if you see a pitcher get a single, I tell you getting up just like a home run. I'm telling you, because I've been there. You know what I mean? So I love it, and I get it. You know what I mean? If you bat, you better play a defensive position somehow, and that's the old school mentality of it. But then again, that mentality didn't cost millions and millions of dollars back then, as it does now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And not only that, man, you kind of want the younger audience to tune in, and I feel like the young audience is going to tune in more, especially with more home runs hit and more opportunities for those type of things.
Absolutely.
So when you keep the pitcher in there, it raises these questions.
Absolutely. Baseball is such a long sport. They even got the 7-inning stretch. They always say that it's to take a break because the game sometimes runs so long. The younger generation, everything's down. Yeah, everything's down.
Let's hit the check-in. Let's hit the check-in. We got some valid points right here. Shout out my man Adam again. The MLB, the Players Association, is very strong, and there is that rule with the 3-pitch where you have to face 3 batters now.
Yeah.
As a reliever, so it's a little bit harder in terms of the mix and match. But based on lineups, it's like unless you have a lineup where you got these switch hitters and lefties in it, certain parts of that lineups, it's kind of easier with the righties in there. If it's a bunch of righty batters and you got the left and you got the righty pitcher in the bullpen warming up, it's something you could do. And shout out again Tremaine, it is a lot of risk of putting those people up at the plate, especially a pitcher, So it's like, definitely. And in terms of the game and the time, it's like, get with the times already. I don't understand, man. So we're gonna see what's that, but we're gonna go into predictions again for the, it's 5 teams, the 3 division winners, and then the and then the 2 wild cards. So you want to start? Let's start in the NL, man. Go ahead, man. NL East. Go ahead, man.
I know I'm wearing the Knicks jersey, but the colors don't lie, kid. Blue and orange, baby. Yo. If y'all don't know what Queens is, y'all gonna know next year. You heard?
Yo, facts. I feel you on that.
I got the Mets, baby. Taking the division.
I got the flip side of that. I got the Braves taking the division, man. Atlanta. I got the Braves taking the division. They line up a stack. Their team is solid. They didn't really lose any pieces in the offseason. They exactly where they want to be. Mets got a lot of proof, and I hope they could do that. You know, so
yeah, I just feel like we're more solid in the Braves, but we'll keep pushing with this.
Well, it's time to tell.
There's a lot
of time to tell. So we're gonna see about that. Then the NL Central, we both agree on this, even though I'm wearing the Reds jersey. As a matter of fact, we don't. As a matter of fact, I think about it. Go ahead, you put yours in.
Oh, I'm going with Chicago, man. I'm going with the Cubs, man.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cardinals, man. I'm going with St. Louis. I think they're a Peruvian team, especially in the second half of baseball. I don't know what comes in. I don't know what comes over them, but they often, you know, just do things. And we're gonna see with Chris Bryant. I think the Cubs. Yeah. I think the Cubs' destination is gonna be on Chris Bryant. If he decides to resign or leaves, if he leaves, Cubs is not gonna be a contender.
Just to let y'all know, making this prediction, that's what I'm banking on. Is the Chris Bryant, you know, gonna stay in Chicago.
He's gonna stay. You think?
No, I don't know. That's what I'm banking on making this thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. I don't know because
I thought when you said prediction, that's what it is.
This, you know, because just real quick, just a quick side. You know, I keep hearing all the time, teams don't have money to spend this year. Yeah. So if it's really going in that direction,
what they don't want to do is go over that threshold, that 210 million threshold.
100%, because it's going to open up next year. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm banking on. Chris Bryant stays. He probably feels like it's a better situation just stay in Chicago. Cubs take the division, man.
Yeah, and then we agree with this one on the NL West.
Oh, LA, man.
Yeah, Dodgers. Yeah.
LA.
Yep, and then we're going to go into the wild cards where this is, you know, we both agree on the Padres, right? Padres is beast. I think
Padres.
I think they're going to, they might give the Dodgers a
yeah, I was going to say,
because division.
You can easily flip that.
Yeah, man.
And I wouldn't even give you, like, a bad head nod to that. I'll be like, all right.
And in terms of the wild card, I'm picking the Mets for the wild card, but I'm not sleeping on the Marlins. I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not sleeping on the Marlins. They had a solid season. They did make the playoffs with the expanded shit, and they, you know, it looks like maybe Jeter is kind of making the moves that he needs to make them a contender. You know, they've been at the bottom of the barrel for so long. I think they need to do something about it. And I think this might be the year that they could raise some eyebrows, man. They could raise some eyebrows. Be right on the cusp, and that's why I'm saying the Mets better not play no games. I'm picking you up for the wild card. We have that switch difference right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got that flip.
Cause that's what I think.
Yeah, I take the Braves. The whole Marlins thing. So I'm not sleeping on them. I just don't think they're gonna repeat or do better. No, I really feel like it was a fluke kind of thing going on. Just because, you know. I just like it wasn't happening. Like I just feel like this next year it's gonna be totally different. You know what I mean? It's just I don't see the Marlins getting there. But shout out to Jeter, man. Shout out to Jeter for making one of our rivals fucking come out the fucking woodworks like fuck you, nigga, good shit. You know what I mean? Like you always gotta screw the Mets over, you bastard. But yeah, I take the Braves, man. Yeah. That's my wild card.
And I take the Mets, man. Now we get into the AL. I'll start with this one. Because, you know, we bleed these pinstripes over here, you know, and Yankees all day up here. So, yeah, I got the NL East for the Yankees. You agree with me on that?
I take the Yankees. And just since we on the Yankee shit, yo, man. Happy birthday to Michael K, man. Yeah, that's my guy, man.
Happy birthday, Michael K. Show, man. Facts, man. We tune in all the time.
It's my guys.
Hopefully there'll be a time where you,
shout out Peter Rosenberg.
Us, yeah, and Don. Rosenberg 24/7. Royal Rumble real quick, man.
Sniff him. I'm sorry, I'm just shouting out y'all, but
yeah, man. I mean, Edge got the W, man, but I just feel like they need to let go of these old heads, man, and start letting the new talent win. But I'm not gonna say too much about that. But you know, shout out to Edge, and I did pick. I picked Drew McIntyre. I picked Drew McIntyre to beat Goldberg. I lost to Kevin Owens, even though that was the bullshit. He was handcuffed for more than 10 minutes. 10 seconds. He should have fucking won. And you know,
that shit was retarded.
That shit was bullshit, man. They stopped counting at 6 because he couldn't get the key out.
What's the guy's name again? That was looking for.
Paul Lee.
Yo,
come
bro,
on, man. Paul Heyman,
yo, he's presbyopic, bro. He need his glasses on because he looked at 2 different cuffs. Yeah, he said, "Yo, I can't get in here. I'm gonna go over here." That was some bullshit.
Horrible.
That was bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, the women's Royal Rumble was fire.
Fire.
And the men, again, man, like it was a good thing, but edge, bro. Like,
shout out to Kane, man.
Kane with the
Sorry, that was a throwback. I was like, yo, fuck it.
We got completely off bases with that. That's only because I did the Royal Rumble segment last week. You know what I'm saying? So we just going. That just hit me right now. Let's get into that. But back to the AL to the AL predictions. We got the Yankees and the AL East. You want to go to the West? You got Houston?
I got Houston, man.
Yeah, I got Oakland on that. I'm not. I don't even got Houston making the playoffs. I got Oakland on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that small ball plays off, man, and they the truth with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I'm just not gonna count on Houston, man. I know they got some losses, with the pitcher y'all took from and Springer going to Toronto, but I'm not gonna sleep on them, man. They might still have a buzz under their shirt.
Yeah, I'm not vouching for that, and if they do, I hope they fucking get banned, like all of them. You know?
Yeah.
Now we agree on the Central. We both got the Twins, so
20 twins
round here between Harmony and Weston. What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the wild cards is where we differ. We both agree on the Blue Jays, so I got the Blue Jays, Toronto. Who's the other wild card you picked for the AL?
Yo, man, I took my people. I took the Indians, man. Cleveland, man. Took my people. You know what I'm saying? Yo, took my people.
The Brownies.
I'm with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland, man.
I'm actually going all AL East, man. I'm going Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
Rays, they beasted.
Mm-hmm.
So Rays, Blue Jays, and Yankees. I feel like all of them is gonna be in the playoffs with the Twins and the A's.
You know what? And I can't even knock you on that argument. You know what I mean? Toronto's super upgraded. Cleveland lost Lindor. They lost Lindor, but I still feel them, doing their thing and making the wild card.
Yeah, they got good coaching.
In that
so
division.
we're gonna see with that. All right, man. So that's it for the baseball. Be on the lookout, and hopefully MLB is able to handle these COVID situations for the year. Hopefully they don't miss too much.
That's a big
thing. They have
thing.
to make up in the end, and maybe maybe they'll find a way to get through it.
Watch your brothers, MLB. Look how the rest of them did it and try to replicate if can.
Martin.
Just saying.
Yeah, now, baloncesto? Basketball, baby. Let's get into it.
Well, you know what we gotta hit up, man. We gotta hit up this first, man. That situation, man.
We gonna talk about the Wizards. I mean, is it the Wizards? Yeah, Washington.
Yeah.
Wizards, man. They look like they in turmoil with Beal and Westbrook, and at first I thought it was a Westbrook thing, but he missed a couple of games. Beal was dropping mad buckets, but he been dropping buckets since last year, bro. He been dropping mad buckets since last year, and they're just not a contender. And I thought maybe, not having John Wall was the reason why, but you got Westbrook, and Wall are.
But just to butt in, man, I'm like, Westbrook up until the point he played Durant was doing shit.
Yeah, that's the other part.
Literally.
Okay, but Beal didn't play that game, right?
No, he did.
Oh, he did?
He did it.
All right, but Westbrook, you got to have that type of hunger every game and not just get it for KD, man.
As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, they both dropped a 40-piece.
Yeah. Like, this is what y'all need to be doing. And I think if y'all could do that on a consistent basis, you could make a little run, man. You could definitely make a little run, man.
It just seems like yo, bro, you're gonna go do this against Durant. I know there's, personal things with that, like I know you were once. But bro, what that's telling the world is that you got an on and off switch, bro. Mm-hmm. You can either play with the team or not play with the team. Yeah. You know what I mean? Either be a stat chaser, which is what you showed since you've been with the Wizards so far.
Yeah, and that's horrible, man, because that shows nothing about the team, and I hate that selfish how to play. And I love you, Westbrook, man. Like you my mans, bro. Like I'm a fan of yours, man. Mm-hmm. But the way you do that in the game and things of that nature, man, it's
I was on Westbrook's side up until this point, because this proved it to me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? In my opinion, this proved it to me when I seen what he was doing with the Wizards. I was like, yo, maybe he really is stat chasing. But I was with you, Westbrook.
Yeah,
I was with you. But when y'all played against Brooklyn and you and Bill, bro, that means you could do it if y'all really wanted to, bro.
Facts.
Why don't you be that man almost every night? And I get it, and you're not gonna admit this. But we know his jump shot's inconsistent. Yeah. We know that. Mm-hmm. But guess what? Bradley Beal's isn't. He's been on fire. He's been on fire.
Yeah, you drop,
so I know you can make the plays.
Buckets,
I know you can make the plays. I know you can do the right thing to win the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So do what you gotta do. Make that shit happen, and put it together, man. Y'all two top players in the league. Top players in the league. Ain't nobody gonna deny that, man. So make that happen, and
Bill came out. He was like, "Yo, man."
He put that purple and gold. What was that, a tweet or something?
Yeah, he said a couple things. I didn't see no tweet, but I saw he came out with a comment. Media's putting it out there that he wants to leave the Wizards, but that's not true. That he kind of wants to stay in DC. But that being said, you owning the Wizards, you making that trade?
Nah. Not with all that money they just paid. Because you paid all that money, you're gonna have to. There isn't gonna be too many teams that's gonna be able to equal that in terms of players to make the salaries match. So a team is gonna be like, hey, we're gonna make the trade and we'll give you this back, but you're gonna still have to pay some of that. Wrong or right?
Yeah.
It's all about the motherfucking money. It's all about the motherfucking money.
So you're gonna have to make a decision about that, and see what's up with that. But he was saying the Lakers. I mean, LeBron has that effect to choose who he wants to be on his team and whatnot. So I mean, I wouldn't completely cancel it out, but
literally the LeBron effect.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like that's what it depends on. Shit, Bradley Beal could fucking.
He could put all that purple and gold shit that he wants up, man. But if
he
LeBron
can sell his mother
out,
to try to be on the Lakers. It ain't gonna happen, kid. If LeBron don't want it, I'm just saying. If LeBron don't want it, kid,
it don't matter.
Ain't gonna happen, man.
That's a fact.
That's how he runs it. You know what I mean?
And let's get into a little bit of local things real quick.
Yeah, man.
We got the Nets and Knicks. Let's get into the Nets.
Real quick.
Yeah, because there was a report saying that Drummond might force a buyout, and the Brooklyn would pick him up. And I mean, it's all part of the game, all fair in it. But I think Brooklyn really needs that, man. I think
they absolutely need it.
The reason why they lost to Washington is because they have no defense. Literally, Washington is like the worst team in the NBA record-wise, and they put up a $149 on them.
Okay, just.
This is not overtime. This is not double, triple overtime. This is regular 4 quarters of $149, man. This is like all-star games.
Just not to take away from your point a little bit. I don't think that was just the big man. Like they did put that many points up. Like, that's totality of defense. However, the big man's a part of it. Yeah. Like super a part of it. Like,
and
bro.
What I was saying, if you catch a couple episodes back, I said they need to give Jordan more minutes, and it doesn't look like they're doing that. It looks like they're sticking with Jeff Green,
which makes no sense.
It doesn't, because it's such a mismatch down low, especially you get further into the season. Regular season, you don't really see it, but when it comes to the playoffs and the game slows down and you go into auto half-court sets, Jeff Green isn't going to be good enough.
I take that back. I said it don't make no sense. I'm sorry, it does make sense. You got your assistant Dan Toney. Oh, and with Steve Nash, it makes actually a little bit of sense.
That's a fact.
It kind of from 2 + 2 = 4 all of a sudden.
What he does and where he been at, it does make a lot of sense.
Yeah. But the whole world looking at him, man. Like y'all need a big man, and the Drummond to Brooklyn. If he's able to force that buyout and get to Brooklyn, like Jesus Christ, man. Like, finals definitely. And I heard Kevin Love might even try to make an attempt to Brooklyn. Rumors are spreading.
I mean, we mentioned that in an episode before, but I just don't feel like that's not going to answer the questions that they.
It's not. No, they need a legit center.
Yeah,
they need a legit center. You got rid of this guy Allen, man. You need a legit center, man.
Yeah, Drummond could do that.
And some.
Jordan could do that. Oh, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what's going to happen with that, man. I don't know what's going to happen with that. And in terms of the Knicks, man. This is based on a check-in from earlier. Shout out to my man Jay. I don't know if he's still on the check-in.
Wagwan Jay.
He brung it up and how disappointed it is for what Toppin is looking like, man. And I think he's solid, bro. I still think he's solid. He does still look a little bit lost out there, and I think that could be just the rookie jitters and maybe just a lack of confidence in the position that he's in. And I hope he could get it together, man. But aside from that, man, can Quickly start already? Oh, the IG ending. IG ended, man. I'm sharing it and we coming right back on. We're coming right back on. My bad.
But yeah, man, I mean, yo, they over here, and shout out to LaMelo Ball, man. Balling. He's balling. But yo, man, I mean, I know it took an injury to get, LaMelo into the game.
Graham, we back.
Maybe that might work with quickly. You know what I mean? Like, if an injury, but, bro, start him, man.
We back on it.
Start him. And I'm saying, like, I know Thibodeau is just, you showed in practice, you show, like, you're going to be out there for 40 minutes. It's either you start or that's it. You know what I mean? That's the mentality.
Yeah. And I can understand that in terms of the way his coaching thing is and the way...
But has it quickly shown it?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Give him the run.
Give him the burn already, man. Let him start. Alfred Payton, let him come off the bench.
Yeah, man. Alfred Payton proving himself.
Let Quickly and RJ get that feel, that chemistry together so that we can actually see these games and see it like, oh, yo, this is our future right here. And that's how you trust the process, and that's how you get free agents to come, man. If you're not willing to do that, man, I'm sorry, Tibbs, but you fucking up. You fucking up.
And
top 5, man.
And quick question, man. Toppin was known as a defensive kind of guy, and
no, not really. He was known as like this beast.
So it kind of makes sense why he's maybe like, as you guys may see it, as struggling with with Tibbs. You know what I mean? Because that is his main thing. It's defense, and maybe Tibbs is not finding like the right balance for Toppin because that's not really his forte, and it's a weird situation. But give him some time, man. You start quickly. You give Toppin and get rid of Randall, man. I'm sorry, I hate that dude.
What?
I hate Randall. I hate Julius Randle.
Nah, man, he's been killing this.
I hate him.
He's been on a bright spot.
Yeah.
So why would you want to get rid of him?
Because he's not all that, man.
Nah.
He's not all that, man. He's getting the bright spot because he's taking away, man. He's taking away. Nah. You gotta put those balls in.
I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you
man.
that.
I hear you, man.
I think he's been a double machine. He's been doing his thing.
Sure he has. He's at the perfect position to be a double machine.
Yeah, he's the power forward, but I just feel like he's the man. He has been playing selfish, and you can see that with the assist, and that's why I think you're wrong. Like if he was showing the assist and he was just that chasing or something like that, then I could agree with you.
Okay,
but,
I'm not gonna
facilitating and he's bringing these young boys through, and that's why I feel like he's doing his thing.
Bro, I'm not gonna knock that he hasn't learned from last year because now he's doing the spin to the middle and instead of pulling up, he's kicking it out. All right, so you learned something. Still, man, not the one, man. We need to get rid of Randall soon, man.
Oh, we got a Louisiana checking down south, my man D in the building. You already know. Let's go Knicks, man. We're gonna see what's happened, but I hope you feel me on that quickly RJ, man. They need to be starting. That's it.
Absolutely, man.
All right, so that's the end of that.
You want to transition into it?
Yeah. So we're gonna bring up a little controversial topic. We don't know how many people are gonna feel this. If you're gonna like it or not. We're not gonna get too much into it, but we are gonna bring it up, and we are gonna bring up a type of alternative or something like that that hopefully can be the future of competitive sports in this country at the high school and college level. So it seemed like, and this is not completely political, before the people that come at me that don't like the political shit, you know what I'm saying? But Biden is looking to pass these laws that will allow transgenders, in terms of born a man and now being transitioned into a female, to compete at the female level of sports, and I don't agree with it. I feel like there was an article that came out in terms of a team handball thing where you had a person that was born a male and is completely transitioned to a female, but the person is 6'2" and 220 pounds and is competing with women and dominating. And I can understand where you want to identify as where you want to identify as, and again, I have no problem with the LGBTQ community, and you're probably gonna have to back out of that for the IG. And while I support the LGBT community, I I'm fully aware of letting people live their lives the way they choose to, and it's different times in terms of back of the day and what it is now, and I completely understand that, but I don't agree with it. And I hope. Well, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, man. I know. It's just do what you want in life, man. I ain't gonna knock you. Mm-hmm. Nah, seriously, like if that's how you feel, I ain't knocking none of that. I got no problems with it. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. That's your life. That's you. Do what you do. That's how you feel. But sports is sports, and sports has kind of like a underlying rule book kind of thing when it comes to competitive advantage and competitive disadvantage.
That's a fact.
Everywhere in sports.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. Now, what this is leading up to is a disadvantage, for women's sports.
Yeah,
because I'm sorry, no. At the end of the day, man, like scientifically, like men are built different. I get you may identify as something, but bro, mm-hmm. or homie, like whatever. Mm-hmm. You can't just go into, even though you think you're a girl and you believe you're a girl, which mm-hmm.
is
fine. But if you go into a girl's team, mm-hmm. you're gonna tell me you're not gonna dominate in some aspect of it.
That's
like,
mm-hmm.
You are, man.
You are, and to bounce off of it in terms of the idea that I had, I feel like they should have their own lane, man. Like transgender sports, transgender leagues, things of that nature. And I know where some of you might feel like, is there enough for a team and everything like that? Don't limit it to one school. Limit it to an area. For example, we live in the 5 boroughs. We in New York. I'm pretty sure you could get a team of all the high schools in Brooklyn and have them compete against all the high schools in Queens. And then shout again to my man D on a check-in in Louisiana. I know they're separated by parishes. It's not a borough, it's a parish, and you have these things like that. Well, then have one parish combine with another parish and based on the area and the logistics and make a team like that. And same thing on the college levels, and it's going to be hard in the beginning. Well, all of it's been hard. Every single sport and all of that, it started small and eventually got into these, bigger places and countrywide and eventually worldwide and things of that nature. But I just feel like it's not right. It's not fair in terms of that, based on the way people are built. And I think my idea should really start to really take shape, and the country, the government, the states, whatever it is, the laws should really take it into consideration.
Yeah, I mean, just to reflect on it, it's definitely not going to be easy. And I get it, maybe it's like, maybe there's not enough people that,
and that's why you combine,
transgender,
man. That's why you combine, man.
No, I get it. And it's not going to be easy road. This is all becoming new to society in the sense of this kind of, thing of coming into sports and stuff. But there has to be a median because, like I said, sports, man.
Mm-hmm. And it's also the times. It's also the times. This is not 40 years ago where, people that are from the LGBT community just, they lived in silence. They hid a lot of their true feelings and things of that nature. We're a definitely more open-minded society as a whole, and I feel like the time is now to start trying to implement these things so that it could be an even playing field and an even keel type of thing, and you could even possibly get professional transgender leagues in terms of football, baseball, basketball, whatever you want to call it.
Absolutely.
And on both sides, for males and females transitioning to either way it is going to be.
Quick shout out to my guy Rob. Yo, what up, man? Good luck for pulling in, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the love and the check-ins, man.
You're ready, all of y'all, man. All of y'all.
So, man, like, comment, subscribe.
You're ready.
Tell us how you feel about this transgender thing. Tell if you have your own ideas about it, man.
We'll bring it up. We'll bring it back up. Like, this is an open discussion, man. This is an open discussion.
And we know it's controversial, man. And I know some people might not like it, but I mean.
But this is how we learn, though. It's through conversation.
And we're not a sports podcast, even though majority of the things we just covered is the sports, but we're getting into other things right now. But we're a trending topics podcast, man. We want to, get into everything. You know, so that goes into that. Now we're gonna get into our lists.
La música.
You know, we're gonna get into our lists.
La música.
And this week's list, actually, my man Kush got a list this week, and it's gonna be kind of reciprocating my list. So I got a list of the top 10 albums, classics that you could play all the way through. You know, not skip a track, none of that. You know, all the way through. I got one honorable mention, which I don't know if people is gonna feel me on this one, but it's Redman, Muddy Waters. It's a classic album. A lot of people sleep on Redman and feel like his whole thing was just with Method Man. But that Muddy Waters is a fire album, and I just had to put it in an honorable mention because it didn't make the top 10, but it's one of my favorite albums. And I'm gonna start with my list. I'm gonna start at number 10. I got Dr. Dre's Chronic 2001, fire album. You know, the Forget About Dre, The Watcher, you know, and Explosive, Next Episode, you know, some funny skits, and you know, just a fire album. Came out in '99, even though it's 2001. But yeah, Chronic 2001 is number 10. Number 9, one of my all-time favorite rappers, Ghostface, Supreme Clientele. That is
shout out Ghostface, man.
Yeah, man, that's a 5 Mic and the Source album before the Source was making debatable mic 5 Mic albums and things of that nature. This is a legit 5 Mic album. Supreme Clientele, Ghostface, you know, one of my favorites. At number 8, I got The Blueprint, Jay-Z. You know, Takeover. You know, a bunch of tracks, Blueprint, Jay-Z. You know, I had to throw some Jay in there, and he's gonna be up there again. You know, at number 7, I got Stillmatic. I got Stillmatic above Blueprint because you know, that was kind of response to the Blueprint when Stillmatic and Nas came out with it. You already know, QB. You know, so I got that one up there at number 7. Right? Was that number 7? Yeah, number 7. Number 6, I got my man Pac, Machiavelli album. Fire album, you know, track after track, a lot of jams that you forgot about. That's up there. That's number 6. Number 5. Now we getting into Big, Ready to Die. His first album. You know, from The Warning to
B.I.G.
Give Me the Loot. You know, fire tracks on that. So you know, I had to throw Big in there. For number 5. Number 4, the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers. I think that puts down Shaolin on the map, put all of them on the map. Changed the game in terms of, you know, having a group that large and all being lyrical. And, you know, 36 Chambers, you know, Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. Cream, METHOD, man, you know, classic joints. That's another fire album, front to back. Number 3, which is a branch off of that, Only Built for Cuban Links, Raekwon, The Chef, The Purple Tape, Ghostface, classic album, you know, definitely a top 5 all-time album in my opinion. Number 3. Number 2, back to Jay, Reasonable Doubt, his first album with nothing but classic tracks on there, you know, so, you know, I had to put that on there. And number 1, Illmatic, man, Nasir, Queensbridge Again, which is, in my opinion, the best hip-hop album ever made. But, you know, I went more with the old school flow, you know, so you're going to see how the albums that I chose is more of the old school flow because I'm an old cat, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I had it. But my man Kush got his list, baby.
Where, man? Well, I did a top 5, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to be real with y'all. I ain't like crazy in depth with the music, but, you know, I feel like I did some good ones, but, you know, definitely all up for debate. You know what I mean? And
he's, you know, just to, you know, chime in on that, he's more of he got the newer flow in terms of the albums within the last maybe decade or so, as opposed to mine being mostly joints from the 90s and whatnot, you know?
So I ain't gonna front, man. Starting at 5, man, and this one is super debatable. Like, y'all could definitely, like, switch this out. You know what I mean? This is just a personal favorite, man. Yo, that Damian Marley, Nas album, man, Distant Relatives, man. That's 5. That's 5 with me, man. Yo, you can listen to that all the way through, man.
Yeah, it's 5.
Like, it goes from straight bars to straight changing your life music. You know what I mean? Like, you start opening up your third eye and all that, man. At 4, man, and once again, I feel like you could switch out a couple albums with him. But Lil Wayne, man, I picked the Carter 4. I vibe with the Carter 4. But
Carter 3 is crazy.
Carter 3 is crazy. You know, he's got a few of them. That straight heat, man. That straight heat. I personally relate to Carter 4, man. I feel like Carter 4 is up there for me, man. And you know I gotta put up Cold World, man. You know what I mean? J. Cole, man. That KOD album, you know, I feel like it hit all points.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? It hit all points and went from, you know, like I said, bars to intellectual shit to songs vibing with your shorty. Like it went.
J. Cole beats, man.
Yeah.
He builds complete albums, and very rarely does he have a feature on it, man.
And I went, you know, I had to go to church and all that to get this album and stuff. You know, Yeezus, you know, Kanye, man. Jesus. Honestly, yeah, I honestly, like, yeah, just quick, honorable mention to Cruel Summer, man. It's one of my favorites, man. Cruel Summer, I thought was fire, but I thought this one just took the cake because it's more legendary, man. Dark Twisted Fantasy for Kanye.
Facts.
Oh, how can you not? You know what I mean? We all going through issues, going through taking a hike or something. You know, you got Dark Twisted. You listen to, you watch Hangover. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Dark Twisted Fantasies in your head. You know what I'm saying? And my number one, man. At number one of my all-time favorites, man. K-Dot, man. Good Kid, Mad City. Kendrick, bro. When I tell you, man, shout out TDE, Top Dog Entertainment, all of them, Absol, you know, Schoolboy Q, all of them, man. Yeah, shout out, man. Yo, Good Kid, Mad City, bro. When I tell you, you want to see a story, a movie plot in your head, listen to Good Kid, Mad City, 1 through, I can't even remember right now, 1 through whatever, bro. From beginning to end.
That's the point of the list.
Yo.
Fire.
Jesus. You and, oh man, Kendrick. You and Artiste, man. That rounds up my number 1, man. Good Kid, Mad City, man.
Right.
I don't want to get that, man.
Yeah, man. So that, you know, that's our list. You know, I'm trying to keep the list mostly hip hop. You know, definitely gonna be coming out with more fire lists between the two of us.
Oh, we hitting that Caribbean shit soon.
Oh yeah,
we getting there.
Bop, bop, bop. You know, I'm on my reggae shit, man. You know how I get into that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that know me, no, I turn up, especially with the reggae and whatnot. So now let's get into this Love Jones segment.
Jones, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We can touch brief on this.
Yeah, man. What we're gonna do for the relationship, for the people in relationships or things of that nature, man. We're gonna drop some jewels for y'all like we usually do, some gems in terms of the Love Jones and letting y'all understand where you're at. Maybe some questions you need to ask yourselves and you know, the whole purpose is to be happy and find love, man. And then first what we're gonna say is
got you, Rob.
What we're gonna say is, you know, if you are single and you're looking, get out of your comfort zone, man. Get out of your comfort zone. Don't keep on trying to look at or trying to find the same people or characteristics of an ex, and that shit didn't work out, and then you realize
no,
these shit is not gonna continue to work out.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Just to quickly bounce off of that. Yeah, like you over here looking for somebody, or maybe unintentionally, because a lot of it is unintentional. Like they're not really necessarily looking, but they get with somebody else, and they start realizing, like, damn, you just like my ex-man's. Well, yeah, you going for the same qualities, man. And guess what? You can get more of the same. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
You're gonna have to switch it up. Because guess what? You're gonna go to your friends and ask them why this is happening, and give them these situations and all that. Guess what? Your friends are gonna be tired because they're like, yo, it's more of the same, man. You not changing. You not looking for something different to better your life or better your situation or what the case may be.
That's a fact.
Y'all gotta get out of it, man. It don't make sense.
And be honest with yourself when you are looking for these things, man. So when you are looking for these things and you know the type of quality of a person that you want, or you know the type of things that you're looking for, and you see that this person doesn't meet that, but maybe they're highly attractive to you, and that's why you've, you know, chosen to be with them, man. You got to rethink that whole situation, because why would you want to be... as an example, if you have a high sex drive and your partner doesn't have a high sex drive and you want to have sex multiple times in a week, in a day, in a night, or whatever it is, and they're content with only once a month, that's not going to work for you, bro.
Once a month.
Or twice a month, or whatever. That's just
I know.
I'm not saying it like that. You know, I mean, that hurts a lot of people. But there are some people out there that, like, you know, male or female, that feels that way, you know?
No, I hear you. I ain't knocking you.
You gotta be real with yourself and what you're looking for, and not just be content with walking around with like an eye candy or something like that. You know, like, you know, love is love, and it shouldn't be skin deep. It should be more emotional and everything like that.
Intellectual as well, man.
Yeah,
don't forget that.
That's a fact too. Yeah,
absolutely.
Man.
Y'all gotta vibe here before y'all vibe here.
Yeah, and also, you know, a lot of times opposites attract, man. But don't let too many opposites be the foundation of that, man. You gotta have some sort of common ground with each other.
Absolutely, and that's one thing in life, man. Too much of one thing, it don't matter what it is not good for you, man.
Yeah.
There's always, especially in relationships, man. It's me in the middle, man. It's a compromise. It's finding basically like fixing your faults. You know what I mean? In each other. You know what I mean? Like strong points, weak points. You know, think about when you go to school and they try to group you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same concept. You know what I'm saying? Strong weaknesses, all that, man.
Yeah. Also, and then last thing we want to leave off with in the Love Jones segment is if you are unhappy, man. But say for example, maybe there's kids involved or something like that. But you're staying in a relationship for kids or things of that nature, man. Don't do that to yourself, man. Don't do that to yourself, and don't do that to your kids. You're gonna probably bring them a lot of trauma that you're not even realizing and whatnot, man. If you're unhappy in your relationship, in your situation, move on, man. Move on. You know? And if you are the one that's getting moved on, don't be a little bitch about it, bro. You know? Especially a lot of dudes. You hear a lot of dudes that be like, oh, that's my girl. I'll fight the next dude you get with. I'll kill him. I'll stab him. I'll do all this other shit, bro. You sound like a fucking cornball, man.
It's 2021,
There's
man.
There's a million females and a million dudes out there, no matter which way you look at it. Same thing for females. Like, oh, that's my man or anything like that. If he tries to leave me, he's not gonna see his kid. You sound stupid.
Yeah,
you sound corny for that, bro. Like, only people that's getting hurt is your child.
Please don't use children as weapons.
Yeah, don't be that selfish.
Don't do that. Don't
be that selfish in a situation, in a relationship. And like I said, man, if you're unhappy, move on, man. There's nothing wrong with that. You could have spent 5 years with somebody, and it could have been the worst 5 years of your life. And you get with somebody, and you only within 5 months up until that point, and it could have been the best 5 years that you had, 5 months that you had in comparison to the last 5 years, man. So don't limit yourself. You know, be smart about it, and you know, the love gurus have spoken, man.
Absolutely, man.
You know,
it.
All right. So now we got a last segment.
Yeah, man.
Kush Talk segment. Let's hear it, baby. Go ahead,
man.
get into it, man.
Yo, so this is the first Kush Talk segment we got going on, man. But you know what? For this one, I'm gonna keep it brief. It's not gonna be. I'm just gonna dip and dabble with it a little bit. But for this week, every week is going to be different. For this week, we're doing some prop bets, man. You know, Super Bowl's coming up.
Facts.
You know what I mean? All of y'all that want to gamble, you know, if you got a problem, 1-800-GAMBLER, make sure y'all hit that line. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? If y'all making bets and all that, make sure it's in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and make sure it's not in the state of New York, because you know it's not legal here. So, just let you know.
I need to laugh. That's so funny.
No, man, no.
If you do have a gambling problem,
please
call that
hit
number,
them.
man.
Yeah,
Get some
man.
help, yo.
But so I actually have a lot of prop bets written down, but I'm actually just gonna touch a few because I realize it might be a little too much.
Nah, go ahead, do what you gotta do, man.
So for the ones that are not into like the analytical shit, man, you know, they always got the Gatorade prop bet, man.
Facts.
You know, y'all could definitely try to bet on the color of the Gatorade. Alright, yo, orange is at a +160. You know what I'm saying? If you try to hit an underdog, you know what the underdog color is?
Lemonade.
Purple. Actually, lemon lime is pretty much like buck even. You know what I mean? Like it's +275, but that's like dead middle of everything.
I love the lemon lime.
Yeah, purple's the underdog, man. If you really think one of these winners is gonna have purple Gatorade, man, and you wanna
put that money up, you might cash in.
Yeah, you got blue at +800, red at +200. As I said, lime, green, and yellow because they put that in the same thing as +275.
Facts.
Yo, they even got one for how long the anthem will run. Over or under 1:59. You know what I mean? If it's over, they got it at even. You know, if you bet in under, you know, it's at a -140. You know, you gotta put a $140 to make it.
I think it's gonna be over.
You know? Yeah. I mean, there's so much science that goes into this shit. It's not even funny when I was looking into this.
Let's get some more, man. Let's get some more, man.
Nah, definitely, man. Do y'all think they're gonna mess up the national anthem? Well, if you do, you can make a bet on it. Yeah. So yes, at a plus 1,000. Wow. If you think they're gonna mess up a word, you know what I mean? Like whatever.
Instead of Jose, can you see? It's gonna be Jose. You're fucking all right for the job. Man. Like Jose.
Yo, shout out my man Jose. I know we all got a homie named Jose. What up, man?
Joselito out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. and knows at a minus 5,000, man. So that's a big bet if you want to take that, man. You get you know, what player will be shown first during the national anthem? You know what I mean? You got Tom Brady, and these are all even, so I'm just going to run through it. Tom Brady or Pat Mahomes, Kelsey or Gronk, or Coach Reed or Coach Arians. It's all minus 130 to minus $110. Right. You know what I mean? So it goes that all the way through. You know what I'm saying? And shit, you can even make a song. You can even make a bet on what song will be played first during halftime with the weekend, man. You got the whole list. I actually don't want to go through this whole list, but like, man, Starboy's at plus 350. You know, if you pick Heartless, that's at a plus 1,000. The song Too Late plus 1,200. You know, I Feel It Comes at a plus 2,000. In the Night is a plus 4,500. If I was to make a bet, my prediction.
I think it's gonna be Starboy.
You think it's gonna be Starboy? My prediction is Save Your Tears, but. Shit, man, I don't know.
The one thing I am looking forward to with the weekend is if his face is really that fucked up from the thing, man. Like, they put that picture out and I was like, no, he didn't. And then, you know, some say it's plastic surgery, others say it was just for a video, so I hope it's just for a video, man. But we're gonna find out, man. Yeah. They need to do a fucking prop bet on that.
Definitely.
Of how fucked up he looks. Face to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And this is they're full, bro. This is my last one real quick, man, and it's actually my personal favorite, man. If you think a player will raise his fist or take a knee during the anthem, man. Yeah. You know,
or even I think the lock arms is going. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna lock arms.
They don't have that as a prop bet, but they definitely have the raise fist to take a knee one, man. And they're both at a plus 1,200 for yes, and a no is a minus 5,000, man. And that is Kush Talk for this week, my ladies and gentlemen.
With the prop
bets, Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
You know what I'm saying? What a fucking Kush Talk segment, man. That's lovely. Fucking lovely, man. Every week is gonna be some other fire shit, man. Might be some Kush in there when he does it. You know what I'm saying? We don't know yet.
That's like I got banned on Facebook now. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. They get banned already.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna do that at all. I try to correct myself.
Yeah, man.
Alright, so that's episode 5, man. Fucking Jones Hour. Thank you again.
We need another one, man. Hold on, here we go, man.
We here. Co-host Kush, your boy Jones, man. Another episode in the books. Episode 5, again, check us on the live every Tuesday, 8 o'clock on the IG and the Facebook. Kush_talk_radio.
Man. And
you know, just let me, Jones Hour on IG.
Just let me drop this real quick,
Facebook.
Ooh, don't forget, man. Eli the Boss, God. Woo!
You know what I'm saying? Let this rock, man. Let this rock.
Hell yeah, man.
Again, the YouTube page for him, Eli the THA Boss.
Get him.
Already know.
Get us, Eli man. Kush _talk_radio, man. Yo, we all the same, man. We all one. Hit us up, man. We'll get back to y'all, man.
All my niggas promoting that violence. Promoting that violence, promoting that violence, promoting that violence. Killing with silence, killing with silence. All my niggas promoting that violence.